Okay, everybody on YouTube, I just unboxed my my new Korg microARRANGER keyboard, and this little thing is pretty cool. What it is basically, it's a Korg Korg PA50 with the SD card on it. So it's a PA50 SD shrunk down to a miniature version. Here's some sounds on here. I'm going to go to Program, and I'm going to go to basically a grand piano sound. And here we go. This is what a grand piano sounds like on here. What it is the HI synthesis, the same synthesis sounds that are on a Triton Classic. Plus it has a little bit more upgraded sounds on here. Okay, so that is basically the piano sound. So what if I wanted electric piano? I'll just go over here, and if I wanted vintage EP, really cool. Okay, organ lovers, if say for instance I wanted like a B3, here's an imitation of the BX3 with the velocity switch. So velocity switch, you get the key click, and you also get the Leslie effect. So here's an M1. Put up the joystick, you get the Leslie effect. Which is pretty cool. Okay, different kind of guitars. You have a Spanish nylon, which is I don't know if you guys can hear that much. I'm going to turn up my my amplifier speakers a little bit. If you want a distortion, wow, you can definitely hear that. 12-string guitar. Okay, if you want to mute guitars. Moving right along, here comes the string section. So you got solo violin. I have to get used to the keyboard. It's so small, and my hands are kind of a little bit big. Okay, what if I wanted a string section right here? Not bad for a little keyboard. Okay, you have voices. Ooh, ahs. Okay, so you got the whole string and vocal ensemble there. What if I want a trumpet? Okay, here is a mono trumpet. Wow, I gotta get used to this keyboard. Another thing is that the keyboard's so new, I'm afraid to touch it and make a scratch and stuff like that on it too. So you guys excuse me. I'm like that with new keyboards. It's like I can't play a lick because I'm afraid to touch it. This is actually, let me show you this. This is a wah trumpet. Really neat. Trumpet Express. Okay, so you, also you get other sounds right here, like the mute, a tuba. That's a muted tuba. A dark trumpet. Okay, so that's the trumpet category. Here's the brass section right here. So here's an attack brass. If you want a regular brass section. Wow, my fingering's bad. Okay, this is a sax section and brass section. Not bad. Plus, on the brass section, you have orchestra hits. One different, like 6 hits. Film brass. Brass impact. Brass falls. And if you wanted just a regular standard orchestra hit, you got it. Okay, going to the B category, here's the saxophone. Whoops, didn't press the button. You got tenors, you got altos, sweet soprano, the growl baritone, and you have a sax ensemble. Okay, next section you have woodwinds. So say for instance a flute. Really neat. Jazz flute. More of a breathy. You got a pan flute. Really neat. Okay. Moving right along, you have synthesizers. So if you wanted those pad sounds. Airy cloud. Not bad. And over here, you get the power synth. So you got synth 1 and synth 2. So the power synths. Electro lead. With the effects on it, which is really neat. Okay, here's the bass section. Here's an acoustic bass. Now, if you want a slap bass, really neat. Regular finger. Synth basses. You have an octave button right here, so you can make it lower. Really neat. Okay, for the bass, now we have drums and percussion, which is really cool. So this whole section, if you want, is drums. You have that. You have many other different drum kits, which is really neat. You also see you have sound effects like goblins, seashore. Really neat. And you have other sound effects on here. Another thing is that you have two different banks of users, and your user drum kits, so you can store your own user drum kits. Anyway, thank you YouTube for listening to the sounds. I have a rhythm demo of this keyboard coming up.